Although I should preface this with, I definitely can be guilty of doing this, things like this as well. I can, my musician ex would just call it a false word. Thank you, but I mean, I've been prone to do this too, but to give you an idea of how my mother thinks, and it is irrational. To her, because she was fine and none of this happened while I was gone for those 3+ months, that equates to what happened to her recently being my fault. And I admit I fell prey to this way of thinking myself, because when I said that to my musician ex, I said maybe what happened to her recently is my fault. I was hard on her, and I'd stayed with you, and you know what he wrote back to me? One word in reply to my email, my long, distressed, maybe it is my fault, maybe my mom's sickness is my fault, blah, 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 blah. Balderdash, that's all he said. It's just coincidence. But it shows you how people can think, even in regards to out there, the regular world. If you just look at the surface of things, on the surface you can say, okay, yeah, well, Samantha was fine while Laura was gone for those 3+ months. Laura comes back, Samantha gets really sick. It has to be Laura's fault. Or how my musician ex would look at it, it was just a matter of time, and thank God it didn't happen while I was gone. I can say the same thing, but you see the difference between a thinker and a non-thinker? To my mom, it's like, well, she was even saying it to her friends when I was overhearing her, when she was in the midst of her madness. I was fine while she was gone. If she would just leave, I'd be fine again. Nobody can actually cause somebody else to be mentally ill. Sure, there can be, contributing factors, my being hard on my mom because I wanted her to be more normal. I didn't want her to be slipping into, dementia and Alzheimer's or whatnot. Sure, it could have contributed to her stress levels, but in the end, if you're not strong enough to handle another person, handle life or whatnot, then my mom's illness is not my fault. Not my fault. I don't know why she was fine. How do I know she really was? I've been seeing signs of what happened. I was seeing signs all along, but I just couldn't attribute it to old kids. She's getting older. I didn't expect this to happen, but can I really be blamed for it? Joe says he doesn't even want to hear me talk like that. Balderdash, Laura, it's all he. And I have this very succinct email I sent to him. Well, I'm hard on her and this and that and whatnot, and she can't handle it, and she was fine while it just didn't happen while I was with you for those 3+ months. Balderdash. That's all he says, balderdash. It's coincidence. And thank God it happened while I was there, because her house might have burnt down if it happened when I wasn't there. Omar, if what happened, there's no doubt in my mind, I would have been trapped. I mean, granted I had money, I could have flown home immediately, but it might have been too late. I probably wouldn't even have known what was going on, because she's able to hide it over the phone, just like she hides it with her friends, You have to be there and see her day-to-day activity and the way she's behaving. Omar would have been dead. There's no doubt in my mind. The dog fucking eats everything. He acts like he's starving. It drives me nuts. Last night I was cleaning off the stove, cleaning the kitchen, and I don't know what was on the stove, but whatever it was, I didn't pay attention, and I knocked it to the ground, and before I even realized it, whatever, he ate it. He'll eat anything. Anything. He acts like he's fucking starving. Drives me nuts. It's not good to have a dog that will eat anything. He would have been dead if what happened with my mom happened while I was gone. But can you see the difference between childish way of thinking and more scholar way of thinking, or more, I wish I could think of the word. There's a word for it. But on the surface, my mom's gonna think, well, that was fine while Laura was gone. It's her fault. I'm sick now. Whereas my musician X would say, it's just chance. It was a matter of time. And what he said to me is like, Laura, it's just like somebody who gets sick or something comes down with a disease right up until they have that disease, just like my aunt with her pancreatic cancer. They didn't have it, So I don't know anything. I don't know why we're here. I don't know what's going on. I just know it all sucks and I need to be touched again. I should always qualify if I need to be touched by a man again, because any of us can touch ourselves, I need to be touched by another human being again. All this shit going on in the world, just like the Don Henley song, It's not that I'm not aware of all this shit, it's that, I just need to escape from it. Crazy people walking around with blood in their eyes, and all she wants to do is dance, dance, dance. Wild-eyed pistol wavers who ain't afraid to die. All she wants to do is dance and make romance. She can't feel the heat coming off the street. She she wants to party. She wants to get down. All she wants to do is dance. Now, as for Marion, I don't know if she actually believes all this shit she spouts off about me. She didn't go to college, but that doesn't mean anything. She's street smart. She's not stupid. But, I don't know. She did the same thing in 2009. Well, your mom went to visit you in LA and came back sick, so it's your fault she's sick. She can say the same thing now. Samantha was fine while Laura was gone. Laura's the one who makes her sick. Does Marion really believe the bullshit she spouts off to everybody she knows? I don't know. Maybe she does. Maybe she can't think outside the box. Maybe she can't, but, you know, on the surface, those are surface things. But you have to have more, I wish I could think of the word, better thinking, even in regards to what's going on in this world. On the surface of things, things look such and such, but you gotta look deeper. I know how to look deeper. Joe knows how to look deeper. Okay? But a lot of people don't. They only can see the surface of things. So on the surface, yeah, that's how you don't think very deeply. Well, Samantha was fine while Laura was gone for those 3+ months. 3+ months is a long time. 3.5 months. How come she gets sick right when Laura comes back? It has to be Laura's fault. I'm guilty. I can be guilty of thinking that way. But the more rational side of me says it can't be my fault. It's just coincidence it happened when I came back. Did I aggravate it? Yeah, but I don't know. It's all complicated. All she wants to do is dance and make romance. Too complicated. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know. What I do know is that I'm never happy. Okay, I'm never happy. But I am so much happier here now than I was living with my mom. For a number of reasons I'm happier. Yeah, I'm poor, obviously. You know, I'm paying more now, and but I'm free of Marion, and I'm free of all the bullshit, you know, and it's, my mom and I love each other, but we shouldn't live together. Because I'm much more advanced intellectually than she is, you know. And I frustrate her. She frustrates me. And the thing with Marion and the rest of the family and whatnot was always there. It's just an albatross around my mother's relationship with me. Albatross. Much better off not living with her. But when I used to talk about leaving, she would beg me, please don't leave me, Laura, please, you know. That's what she would do. don't want.